Hey, good evening to all my family and friends. Welcome to our program with yours truly, Cash Caboose. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to being part of our journey to learning and growth. Let me turn off this music real quick. All right, guys, give me just a second. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this on so how I can turn it off. Still having problems. That is not good. How do you cancel this background music? Show comments display here. Hey, welcome guys. If you're coming in, please say hi so we know who's on here. Let me know if my audio is coming good, and let me know if the background music is too loud. I'm trying to cut the background music off if it is too loud. I guess I can't turn it off. I don't know how to do it. I'm in. Let's go. Welcome, Mike. Go Detailer. Go. How you doing today, brother? Is my music too loud in the background? Damn it! I don't know how to turn it off. I turned it on. I just don't know how to turn it off. Oh man, give me a second. Let me see if we can figure this out. This is one of those things that you gotta, I guess, go with it and turn it off. Turn it off. All right, that one is another music. Hopefully that one's is not as loud. Hey man, I'm just having. What's going on, Chris? How you doing, brother? I turn on the music, but I don't know how to turn it off. So give me a second, guys. I am running into a little technical difficulties. We're just playing with all kind of different stuff here. That's option. I'm still trying to figure it out, guys. But I'm gonna go over it. Jeremy, welcome, brother. Chris is in here. We got a whole bunch of people that have not commented. Please comment, guys. Today, we're gonna go and kick this off. Hopefully, I'll speak over the music. Remind me every 10 minutes we're gonna give a giveaway. So I just started my thing for that. I'm gonna go ahead and start off and go with my introduction. Good evening to all family and friends. Welcome to our program with yours truly, Cash Caboose. Thank you for joining and welcome to being part of our journey to learning and growth. We're here to help each other to improve ourselves and our community. We will focus on working harder and smarter to get where we need faster and better. This program was intended for the tinting and automotive community, but it applies to us all. We're going to learn how to be financially responsible, accountable, secure, and independent. We'll cover everything from personal credit to business credit and everything in between, like buying a house or a business, getting out of debt, building a saving to retirement, cash flow to investment, and to be finally financially free. Don't be shy like I was. Come, be active, discuss, learn, and contribute. So, as a community, we can all grow and become something beautiful. Bring your questions, tips, tricks, small and big, don't matter. Use the chat or come on live. The link is going to be right here to join if you want to. It doesn't matter if you have a computer or a phone, Apple or Android, it's going to work on everything. Let's get it started on our journey to learning and growth. Today, we're going to start off with understanding, fixing, and building credit. This may take us longer than today to learn it, but we're going to get it started and see where it leads us. So who's ready to go? Let's see if we got any more comments came in. All right. So Tim in the house, music too loud. Bro, you know how to turn it off on Restream? I turned it on. I just don't know how to turn it off. It does not have an off option. It should be right here. And I just found it. I just had to scroll down. Damn. All right. There we go. Woo. Thank God that is better. All right, guys. So I'm gonna put this on the screen for a second, real quick. Put my stuff down. Um, all right, guys. Can you hear me? Am I making any sound? Am I coming through? Anybody? Oh yeah, we can't hear you. Yes, now. When you turn off your video. All right. Sorry, guys. Welcome, Rick. Rick McIntyre in the house. Brother helped me out a lot the other day. Spent a couple hours with me, but we couldn't use OBS today. I've got something coming in for that. So next stream, we're gonna be high definition with OBS with a whole bunch of fun stuff. So Rick, thank you for that. Sean G Tentman in the house. First time I seen you on here, brother. Welcome. Hopefully this is something good. If you guys got any input, please let me know. All right. So if you're coming in, please put yourself on here in the comments. Let us know you're in here so we can say hi to you. I'm going to put a link here. If anybody at any time wants to join, you are more than welcome to come on board. Okay. So here's in the comments. We're also going to put it on our bottom caption. Hopefully, this is something that can come across without any problems. So let's go in here. Let's add the to join live. Boom. And there you guys go. Hopefully you guys can see that. And you can come on if you want to come on. All right, so let's get to our program today. Where we were. So I'll repeat this. I'm not going to say a lot of ums. am sorry. There we go. I only put myself out because I wanted that quote to be read. All right, Tim, you can't turn your camera off. It mutes you. Okay, I did not know that. No sound when you're off the screen. Okay. That's all right. This quote that's kind of hidden is a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. The time is always right to do what is right. So, guys, on your credit, you guys got to remember that. I don't care if it's bad, if it hasn't started, you guys need to jump on it right away. And we're going to find some tricks and trips, find some tips and tricks to get us there. So, who needs credit? Anybody that don't want to buy stuff with cash. You want to go get a car, a house, a business, even your car insurance. You want to go rent an apartment. You want to go get a house. You want to start a business credit line or business, just business credit. It all gonna start off your personal credit. All right. So we have to hit this right from the get go. Some of the stuff I like putting out here. Saw some good quotes. So, unless you learn to face your own shadows, you will continue to see them in others. So, as a tenors, a lot of us have a lot of pride and we don't want to face our lows. So, guys, you guys got to reflect. And then you got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to do it. Okay. Empower yourself. So, there's a couple quotes and we're going to keep it moving. What is good or bad credit? The numbers everybody wants to know. These are your numbers. Okay. Now, this is at 580 and up, but there are people that have credit score that is low as 300. That is bottom of the barrel, man. If you're there, we can get you out. That's not a problem. We just got to know all our stuff and work on it and get to it. So, um, according to the FICO score, which is reported by three companies, and we'll discuss those in a minute, if you're between 580 and 669, you're fair. Fair does not mean you're good. 670 to 739, that's when you get to good. That means that you'll get approved for more stuff. 740 to 799, that means you get approved easier and you get better rates. 800 to 850 on a lot of places, and some places record up to 900. So you guys got to remember, if you're up in the 800s, if they're telling you got 860, they're basing you between 8 and 900. That is not truly 860. It's more like 830, 820, 830. So just consider that, guys, when you guys are looking at those. And if you guys in that ballpark, man, more power to you. That is awesome. Matt, welcome, brother. If you want to jump on board, man, I don't mind having another person. If you got a question you want to do it live, you can do it live. If you want to put in the comments, you are more than welcome to. The link is there. All right. So the three credit bureaus that we were just mentioning, these are the three people that we got. All right. And that is my alarm for the first giveaway. So we're going to do the giveaway in just a second. So as soon as we go over this one here real quick. Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Most people refer to this to as a credit score or your FICO score. They're pretty much the same thing. Don't get confused and think they're two different things. A lot of people play it off as two different things. They're not. They're pretty much the same thing. They all based off of these three companies that report your credit on everything. So Marco in the house. Welcome, Marco. Jeremy Davis in the house. Welcome, Jeremy. So these are the three companies we guys want to focus on. All right. So get to know them, get to know your credit score on their reports. And if you see something that is not right, you guys need to address that with that company. So sometimes you may have one thing on Experian, but you may not have it on the other two, or vice versa. You got to look at all three reports and you got to make sure that everything is accurate for your stuff, especially if you're having bad credit or it's affecting your credit. You guys can pretty much dispute everything. Even if there is accurate, you can work it out. So that's the other thing we're going to cover on later on, that you guys got to headed face up. I mean, face forward. Johnny Blades in the house. What's going on, Johnny? All right, so guys, our first giveaway. Let's go to the giveaway. Where's my giveaways? Hmm. Financial freedom giveaway. What are we gonna do first? All right, just a reminder, guys. Anyone can win, but only once per stream. Okay, so if you won once, please let other people have a chance. All right, so first giveaway. I got a whole bunch of gift cards for y'all, and we're gonna start off with Apple Card. Okay, Apple gift card. So we're gonna do this a lot like Jason. We're gonna uh, pick a number. So anybody that puts a number on there between 25 and 50. And the number I'm thinking of right now, first person to get it wins the $25 gift card from Apple. Tim, 25 to 50, brother. Pay attention. So we go ahead and talk about last week ones with card emails. So far, nothing. I got nobody. Oh, I got somebody that's close, but not quite there. Nothing yet, guys. You guys are getting close. I got a couple people that are right hot in there. Nope. Keep it going. Ooh, one person almost had it. One away. There you go. Jeremy Davis. We have a winner. Mr. Jeremy Davis. Please send me your information so I can mail that out to you. Reply to. Okay, Rick says something. Reply to using credit age is important. Using credit age is important. All right. I'm gonna go back to that question real quick. We're gonna put it up here so we can. So, as we talked after last week, one of my credits sent me email saying I need to use my card before too long, or they will close it. Do I let it close, or just buy something small and pay it off? It's a card I don't think I'll ever use again. Um, that is a very good question, and that is a very key how you take care of that. I will first and foremost tell you two things. Use it. I don't care. You go buy a Dollar Tree one item from the Dollar Tree. Use it one time. All they care is that you use it at least once. You should be using your card within 6 months. Every single card you got at least with one transaction. Otherwise, two things going to happen. If you don't use a card, they will decrease your credit limit. And two, like you got a notification saying they're going to close it. So that is very important where you got to use it. Now, second thing, if you think you have enough credit and that this card is not one of the cards that affects your credit history, meaning how long you've had credit cards, then you can go ahead and let it close or call them and close it yourself. Instead of it closing on you, you call them and you close on them. That's the way to address that. Hopefully that addresses that question. But guys, you guys got to use your cards at least once every 6 months. It does not matter how much you use. Jeremy Davis donated to Tenor for a Cause. Okay, I'll give it to Tenor for a Cause. Thank you, sir. All right. Chris says buy something and keep it open. Yes, sir. I agree with you, Chris. 100%. Tim says it's the Finger Hut card I don't use. I don't like their prices. What is Finger Hut? Is it an actual credit card or is it a department card? If it's a department card and it's not an actual Visa, Master, or Discover, or rarely ever American Express, close that sucker. That sucker actually does you more harm than it does you any favors. Guys, department store cards are garbage. The only reason you would buy a department store card is if you are gonna get extra incentives from that department store. They do not reflect good on your credit, or half the time they don't even reflect on your credit. But sometimes they can actually affect your credit where it can make it go down a little bit. So department store cards, I am against it unless you're gonna use it. I've only got a Kohl's card just because we like going shopping in Kohl's. That's the only card, and that's on my wife's name. That's not even on my name. But even that, right now, Kohl's is changing their policies and their how their coupons apply. I may even close that, just to let you know. All right. Sean says no sound. Guys, are you guys not hearing me? Okay, so I have sound. So not a Visa. All right. So if it's not a Visa, it does not have a Visa Master card or Discover logo on the face of the card or on the back where it actually displays it. It is a department store card. That is garbage. Call them and close it. Is it on your score? I mean, you got to look it up. Yeah. I mean, I would check your credit score, but regardless, even if it's on your score, if it's one of those cards, then, get rid of it. So yeah, I mean, regardless, if it's a department store, if it's even on your credit score, that's why I said don't let it close on its own. You call them and you close it because when you call and close it, it is you doing it, not them, and it cannot go against you because you're choosing to close that. Alex in the house. Good evening, Alex. Welcome. So we've had one winner and we have restarted our timer. We're 7 minutes into it, so we're gonna keep it going. And we'll do another one shortly after that. We're going to go back to where we were, and let's take this away. Let's bring this back. Nice setup. Thank you. I know, man. I had a better setup with OBS. I can't wait to use that next week and go fully HD. All right, guys. Next up, what affects our credit? All right. Here's a few of the things. Depending on who you read and who you deal with. I'm going to take myself away for a second so you guys can read the very bottom note first, and then I'll bring myself back. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. If you guys read that, these percentages are only estimated and are not provided by any credit agencies. The reason I say that is because it's all over on depending on who you pull and what. Please use it at your own discretion. I am only a guide. I am not giving you legal advice. I'm giving you tips and tricks how to improve it and what's worked for me. The reason I'm doing this show is because I see the struggle. I see the same struggle I've been through, and if I can prevent anybody and I can help anybody, that's why we're here. Anyways, going back to what is the most important. Doesn't matter who you read. Everybody tells you the one that's most important, that's the greatest impact on your credit, and it can be up to 40% depending on who you are dealing with out of those three FICO companies. Payment history, number one. If you late on payment, that will affect you the greatest amount. Going down, your credit history. Credit history means how long you've had credit. Okay, that is not same as payment history. Payment history is, are you on time? Are you making your payments? Credit history is how long you've had your credit. All right. So credit usage, that means how much percentage you have total credit available compared to how much credit you're using. If you're using too much of the credit that they allow you, that can also hurt you guys. Total balance due in money, how much money you owe them. It's going to have a smaller impact, but still a good amount of impact. So the least amount of impact that you have are going to be your what's credit available and what kind of type of card you have. Credit checks and inquiries do impact you. Most credit inquiries and checks last on your credit score for 2 years. It can last up to 7 for most information, but credit inquiries usually get refreshed yearly or can last up to 2 years. Check your credit before you guys do anything on that. All right, so going to some of the comments we got here. Let's play who has the highest credit karma for a prize. I love that idea. Chris, we are going to come back to that idea. I'm going to give a $50 gift card to whoever has the biggest credit score. So let's see who wins on that one. I will come back to that. It's a great idea. We'll do that as our final prize. So Jeremy came back with it's on the score. Yes, I'm going to close it. My score did go up 18% after we talked last week. Beautiful. So you got that situation taken care of that we talked about. That is great, guys. Tim is going to be our example here. If you got issues, head them, face them, man. Just face them. Don't avoid them. Don't delay. You got to jump on it right away. I'm not sure what Chris is talking about. Where's the hat, Jeremy Davis? I don't know. Get with Jeremy. Jeremy says it's at the shop. Got a display case for them Saturday. All right. Thank you, Alex. I've got a timer, bro. I got a timer just for I can watch that 10-minute prizes. We're gonna make sure we stay on top of that. All right. Rick isn't allowed. Why not? I'm allowed on Rick's show, so Rick is allowed, man. Come on, Rick. I don't care. I want to see that 860. All right, guys. Going on to the next one. So hopefully I'm not boring you guys and we're staying on top of this stuff. All right. Progress, moving forward, guys. Progress can be anyways. If you look at the little pictures, the motivation, I just let you guys read it, man. You can be starting off fresh. You can have had great credit and fell on something, but you guys gotta keep on pushing, man. You gotta rebuild. Sometimes you gotta rebuild. We as business owners or as even installers, sometimes you may be doing the same car multiple times and all of a sudden you suck on one or you had a bad day or it give you a whole bunch of stuff. Same thing with the credit, man. If it gets you down, go back up. Face it. It's winter. I'm using credit cards right now. Rick says he might not be the guy to kind of beat today. So let's keep it going. All right, guys. Remember, being happy doesn't mean you have it all. It simply means you're thankful for all you have. This is a great time to remember this and stay on top of it. All right, guys, we're going to keep it going. We're almost at the thing. We're going to talk about soft versus hard credit check. This is a very delicate subject for a lot of people. Everybody have a different opinion on this. So we'll see what that is. All right. I'm almost up on that 10 minutes, so I'm going to bring on our next giveaway card. All right, for this one here, I'm thinking between 75 and 100. Give me a number. Go. Come on, guys. I don't see no numbers. 75 to 100. Who got it? Yeah, you would think from the last number that it would be area, but it's not, Alex. I beat the timer on the gift cards, man. Come on, guys. It's the holidays. Giving is what it's all about, right? I can't guess. Yes, Jeremy, I know. Well, you gave that one away. You know what, Jeremy? You gave that one away. So go ahead, man. Guess. I don't care. Nope, Rick. Sorry. One on one. I love that. Okay, Tim doesn't have that place. He doesn't want to waste his gas. Okay, we'll keep it. We'll leave it to people that have it. All right, guys, come on. I'll give you a hint. It's not in the 90s. There you go. There's your hint. Let's make it quick. It's not a frozen pizza, man. It's actually a restaurant. All right, you know what? Forget about it. I still got some people. I got Rick and Alex still trying. All right, who has a California Pizza Kitchen by them? Who can use that card actually? No one? I know the comments are 6 seconds behind. Okay. We have them in Michigan. Okay, Alex, you got it, bro. Send me your text. I'm gonna send it to you. You're the first one to comment back on it. All right, let's go back to business. All right, guys, this is a very important one. Never heard of it. Ryan, welcome to the show, buddy. All right. Soft versus hard credit check. How many people are aware of this? How many people think that all credit checks are same? So, okay, Haas is in the house. Let me see what Haas sent me. He says, check my messenger. So I got to check what Haas has got going on for us. Give me a second, guys. Well, I'll let you guys read the screen, and we'll hit that in real quick. All right, so guys, here we go. So hard and soft. Soft credit checks are pretty much like if you go get a job and they're checking your credit to just see what kind of person you are. A lot of companies do these days. That does not typically affect your credit. Or you regularly, monthly, or weekly, whatever you do. I check my credit score regularly, man, at least once a week, if not more. I have multiple sources I make sure I compare them with. We'll go in and we'll do that in a little bit as a spreadsheet to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So, soft credit check doesn't have a visible footprint on your credit file, but it is recorded. This means no other lender can see it. A soft credit check won't impact your credit score, but you'll be able to see if anybody has checked your credit history. It also reports to you, but it does not go on your credit history. Excuse me. A hard credit inquiry may impact your score and stay on your credit score report for up to 2 years. Sometimes it can be longer. Sometimes, most of the time, it's a little bit less. Usually, it's within a year, but it can go up to 2 years. Well, most soft credit inquiries won't affect your scores. That is very true. A hard credit inquiry could lower your credit score as much as 10 points, more or less. Again, depending on which credit agency you're dealing with. TransUnion, Experian, or Equifax. They all have their own little way of doing things, but they're very similar. So most of the time, it is about 10 points. Now, if you go wanting to buy a car and you go to Nissan, you go to Toyota, and you go to so on, you're doing all these card credit checks, and you're letting them check your credit before you even make the deal. That is hurting your credit real bad. Do not do that. Make your deal, only go into finance office and check your credit at that time. Do not give out your social security number before that. That is one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people do buying a car. They'll let anybody check their credit. Until you have a solid deal, you do not run that credit score. I don't care who you are. All right. So last thing on here, a heart inquiry or a heart poll. occurs when you apply for a new line of credit, such as a credit card or a loan. That's exactly what I was talking about. Cars. Or guys, same thing with credit cards. Don't try to go get too many credit cards all of a sudden. You guys gotta know where your credit score is, what card's gonna be more beneficial for you, and that is something we're gonna talk about on building credit or starting credit. Excuse me. The reason they do a hard pull is because they want to know how much of a risk you are. So know yourself what that affects them and you as well. Vinny, welcome. It's all good, brother. You can always rewatch it. Thank you, Ryan. All right, that's time for another. Hey, man, that one looked like it went to. Oh, because I only put a 7 minute that time. Dang it. That's my bad. We got 3 more minutes to go, guys. All right, before we do another draw. All right, let me go back here, reset this to 10 minute, not a 7 minute. So we don't have that again. Okay, so we'll come back at 7:40. We'll do another draw on it. Let's keep this thing going. All right. Why my score dropped by 100 points? Oh my God. If you got good score and all of a sudden you're like, why did my credit drop? Well, it's probably because you went and applied for credit at a whole bunch of places at once. That's probably one of the main reasons. The other reason is, like Rick said, I don't want to share my credit score right now because I'm using more of my credit. There's a lot of variance what will make that happen. Corey Case, welcome to the show, bro. It's all right. You made it. As long as you made it, that's all that matters, right? Rick's got something to add. Vinny, thank you for the bless you, brother. Also, financing through your bank if you can. The average dealership will run your credit through an average of 7 banks. Big hit. Yes, sir. That's why you got to be very careful who you run it with and know what you want to do. Knowing your credit will make that big difference on that. Collector, how do you know who'd call from your credit score? I have a small one on mine, but I don't know the call payoff. All right. So after Tim has a great question. After something goes to the collector, how do you know who to call from your report? I have a small one on mine, but don't know who to call. First and foremost, call the people that you owe the money. If they truly put it in collection, they're going to forward you to their collection agency and give you their information because they want their money. All right. The other second trick on this is when you have this happen, and I'm not saying this always works, but most of the time you can work out some kind of deal with them. Just also pay not the full amount, but get it off. There's a lot of ways they just want money because when it goes to collections, the collections company is to get the full amount money or more because they will take majority of that and keep it. They'll pay only portion to the original uh, company that holds that collection. So learn tricks on how to take advantage of that. So for example, let's say you owe me $100. Okay, I am the original company that gave you credit. Well, now you didn't pay me, and it's been 3 months or 6 months. I put you in collection. Well, collection agency is gonna say, "Hey, man, if I collect on this, I'm gonna give you 30%. I'm gonna keep the 70." So when the collection company calls you, they typically want 150 or more. Just give me some numbers. These are not exact numbers, giving you example only, guys. Knowing that factor, I would say play that, hey, I can't afford this, I don't have this, work me a deal. And they always want a full amount at that time or the most amount. What if I pay you off? This is all I got. Like I got $50 right now. Two things they want to do. They want to get it paid off or they're going to make payments. If they make payments, you're going to pay a larger amount. If you can pay it off, say 50 out of the 100, and they're only going to pay the bank 30, well, they keep 20. They may not say yes right away, but a lot of times they will, or they may take 60. Play those numbers. Anybody have any questions on that? If you got questions, let me know, guys. All right, so we got another one here. I went to Kia with 860 score, told them who to finance through. They still ran it 7 times with different banks. Yeah, sometimes they don't listen. Vinny, negotiations are on the table in collections. Hell yes. Negotiate like hell. All right. The more you negotiate, the better you're gonna be. And a lot of time you can get this. It's gonna affect your credit regardless because you're in collections. But the faster you get it paid off, with the least amount of money, the more benefits you'll have, and eventually it'll come off your credit. Okay. All right, guys. Also, part of the deal with the collection company, have them remove it from your credit score. Oh, yes, that is very important. So when you're dealing with the collection companies, I want it in writing. If I pay $60 or $50 or even the whole $100 off, that you're gonna take me off the collection agency, and I want that in writing. Have you either emailed or faxed? A lot of these guys will give you an excuse. We can only fax you. We can't email it. Sensitive information. Get a freaking fax number that you can get it faxed over to. That's a way of them not trying to give that to you, but always get in writing. Do not go off the words over the phone. Phone conversation, do not hold off most of the time. Okay. Yes, if you go in front of a judge and blah blah blah, it's a long process. It's better to have it in writing, them stating that they will take it off soon as possible, because as soon as you pay it off, they need to send that to the credit agencies, those 3 agencies that we talked about earlier, to get that damn thing off your credit score. They will give you, yeah, 100% of the time. But I ran into where they give you a runaround, but it might have gone better recently. So yes, but always get that stuff in 100% in writing, please. All right, guys, we're at that time for another giveaway. All right, what do we got on the tables now? Let's fill in that gap with a Gap gift card, a corny dad joke to start this one off. We will do this one between 35 and 55. Guys, go. Now, don't tell me Gap is not where you're at. Gap is everywhere, man. I'll call BS on that. So let's see who gets that. Well, I prep something else. So we're gonna take as soon as we get this one. I don't see it yet, guys. I see comments, but I don't see the number yet. Somebody came very close, but now we're kind of going away from it. Ooh, another one very close. I've got a couple that were one away, man. Haven't seen the number yet. I still haven't seen that number. Keep it going, guys. You guys are getting close. I see the same numbers over and over again, just not the one that we need. Oh, I see somebody got it. Rick McIntyre. Rick, it's finally fun to give you something, bro. I love sitting on your show, but it's fun to give you something as well. I love that. If somebody does not know who Rick McIntyre is, Rick is a distributor for tinting tools and film. He has a store called Sun Distributing. He has a show on every Tuesday night, 4 Eastern, 5 Central, I believe. It's called Tuesday Tool Talks. Check him out on there. It is really good show. Rick is one of my inspirations for doing this. So Rick, thank you for everything you do, brother. All right, we're gonna take a quick break because I'm gonna put something on here for you guys.
Serious question. What's better, two-staging or bottom loading? Heat gun or torch? Maybe it needs its own competition. Okay, add some energy. That helps. But what it really needs simple rules. My fellow Americans. Not those kinds of rules.
So I can two-stage or bottom load?
Yes.
What about my torch?
That too, but why stop there? What if this competition was held in a world-class island resort? Plus, trainings and business masterclasses with the industry's top leaders today. Seriously, can you do that?
Yeah, it's Tinter Battles, and it's in January to kick off 2023 to be your best year ever!
That is an experience, but it feels like it needs one more. Oh. You. Family-friendly Tinter Actions, Tintertainment, Tinter Battles 2023, where your ticket is your entry to the getaway of a lifetime. See you there. Sears question.
All right, guys. I was not paid for that. I'm going to go show to the tenor battles. I think it is very important that we support our community. It is also very important to go to some of these shows because you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Somebody talked about pricing on this show. So, what I'm going to do is give me 1 second and I'm going to bring something on right here where we do this. All right, so let me take away hide messages. All right, so this is something that I just put up. I wasn't given this information. I've been to some of these shows and stuff, and what Tinder Battle is offering compared to the cost is very cheap, if I do say so myself. All right, guys. So on here, I recommend anybody that can take advantage of it, take advantage of it, okay? They're providing you with breakfast, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a breakfast. If you're at a resort, you're going to pay these prices or more. That alone pays for your ticket. And then he's saying that you got drinks free. I don't drink, but for the people that do drink, hey, there's a benefit for you guys there. And then you got your entry fee, you got your autofill mastery that's going to be there. They got the Zen room, which is supposed to be massages and stuff. You got competition, you got 10 and PPF training. That all can be really, really pricey. But for 250, man, I think it's a steal. But for the most guys, don't look at that. Look at networking, getting to know people in your industry, using those people. You know, Rick helped me out. I've had a whole bunch of people. Marco helped me out. I mean, I'm bad with names, so I forget names all right off the top. But a whole bunch of people helped me out with doing this stream because I didn't never done this before. I didn't know where to go and where to start off. Tim T-Town gave me what Rick uses, the mic. So we upgraded to a mic. Got a better camera. Whole bunch of stuff, guys. So this is where networking comes in handy, and these shows make networking go a lot faster and quicker for you guys. Now, we were talking about credit, so I put the screen up, but I want to talk about what I do with the credit scores and what you should be doing as well. Easiest way, you guys can copy this, you can paste it, whatever you want to do, but this is some of the stuff that you should be paying attention to your credits, okay? When is your credit card started? The longer the credit card is, the better it is for you, because remember, that is one of the key factors. They want to see credit history, how long you've had a card. So my Bank of America was my credit builder card that I started off in 2006. It was late 2006. It was actually more like 2007, but I don't let go of this card at all because this is what started me off, and I started out with $500. I'm at 20. Now, for those of you, I know this is the internet. These are not actual real numbers. I have adjusted all my numbers because I'm very cautious on my information. These are not all my cards either. And again, adjusted those numbers. But your spreadsheet should look like this. What you want to know, first and foremost, is when is your due date? Due dates is when it's due. Make sure you pay it before that. Then there's a closing date. Closing date means when the credit card statement ends, and then they send out the statement to you. That usually takes a couple of days for them to send it out, and then they usually give you about, I would say, 15 to some days. But if you look at closing date and the due dates, they're usually off by a few days. Okay. Um, this one is not accurate. This one should most likely be on the 26th. Yeah. So this one should be like the 26th. That is the right information there. But anyways, minimum amount due. Every card's gonna have a minimum amount. Some cards on their card statements will actually tell you how long would it take you to pay off a minimum amount due. Okay. So look right here. If I pay minimum amount, it may take me 18 months to pay that off. Do not pay the minimum, guys. Always pay the max you can. Statement balance is our next thing. That is basically what's due. That may not be the total balance. Total balance is when they close that day and whatever transaction happened, your card is going to report everything at that time. Okay. But what's due at that time is statement balance. So a lot of people get that confused. What you really need to pay is pay the statement balance. If you want to pay the whole thing off, pay the whole damn thing off. That's great. But statement balance, pay attention to that. Pay that off. Next thing I got on my spreadsheet is amount paid. See, if you look at mine, most of the time I'm paying them whole thing off. Or my goal is to pay it off. And then what date I pay it off. Usually I try to schedule it at least 2 days ahead. I don't try to wait until the very last day, just in case something happens. I don't want my credit being affected. Other key point I pay attention to is my credit score, credit limit. I was supposed to have somebody here, so give me 1 second. Hoss, you are on. My bad. What's going on? I am.
Can you hear me?
I see you. Yes, I can hear you, guys. Can you guys hear
Perfect.
Hoss? Does anybody know who Hoss is?
Hey y'all.
The
Sorry,
bearded
my
guy.
camera looks like poop right now. I'm using the webcam on my computer.
All right, Haas is on here today, guys. Why we got Haas on here, man? Haas, why are you on here?
Why am I on here?
Why are you on here?
I don't know. You asked me to be on here, so I'm here. I'm here for you, buddy.
Haas I requested Haas to be on here because Haas last week did a great program. I think this was the second time you did that program, Haas, if I'm not mistaken.
Third.
Oh, third year. Okay, my bad.
Yep.
All right. So Haas did this program where he got Toys for the Kids, man. I don't know if anybody heard about it, but I only want to bring Haas on here because I love that thing that he's doing for the community, and he's doing it for 3 years in a row. That is great. Thank you on behalf of everybody. Did you have any clips or anything that you can show on that?
On this computer, no, because like I said, with everything going on the way it has been, I haven't had a chance to really do anything with my stuff. My buddy that was doing the videos and he did a bunch of like walk around videos during the thing, as well as he did some interviews with the tenors that was here. He hasn't had a chance to put all that together yet. So
okay, well, let me take you away for a second then. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want this. Can y'all see that?
there it is.
So this is what Haas had. You got some people that you guys may recognize. I recognize a few people. I'm still new to the industry, so I don't know a whole bunch of people. Everybody know the crazy guy up on the top. We just saw him on the video, but you got Mullet right here that I met at WFR event. I'm waiting to meet this guy right here. And you got a whole bunch of people here. But it was a great event. There's a couple pictures that he's got here. Guys, anytime you guys can support somebody like this, I just want to say thank you. This looked like a great event. And I just wanted to share it, man. I mean, honestly, that's really what I wanted to do on that. So
it was such an awesome time.
Tell us a little bit
Such an
about it.
awesome time. So it originally started 3 years ago. Um, yeah, Mike Montalvo. I think that's how you pronounce it. That was the guy standing beside Cody in that picture with the fire truck. But yeah, started it 3 years ago. Initially, the very first year, it was kind of like a grand opening, cars and coffee for my shop. During that grand opening, we didn't tint any windows, but we did take donations as well as toys. And then the next year, I was like, you know what? I want to do something. I want to do something even more awesome, and I want to see if I can get some window tinters here to help me bring in or help me do installs to bring in more donations for Toys for Little Troops. For those of you that don't know, Toys for Little Troops is kind of like an extra limb per se from the U.S. Veterans Corps. U.S. Veterans Corps, they do like Operation Coming Home for wounded warriors, which is where it's where they gift a house to a wounded veteran or a family of a deceased veteran or wounded warrior. So Toys for Little Troops started as a basically a thing for they would take toys to deployed troops families to their children, and then they got such an outpour from that that they were like, we're going to expand this into giving toys to the fire, EMS, and police, to their kids. And then it got even more and more and more and bigger, um, to where they do a thing in Fayetteville now called Operation Toy Drop, which is where Santa. This year they had Santa, the Grinch, and like two other characters parachuted out of a plane, and they brought in a bunch of toys in that way as well. Excuse me. So, anyways, we I spoke with a friend of mine who is a part of the U.S. Veteran Corps and asked him if could we do like a sponsorship thing where they come in, they have all these cool little trucks and Humvees and huge military vehicles and whatnot. And could we just be a part of that? And he was like, absolutely. What do you want to do? And I started telling him. He was like, that'll be awesome. Let's do it. And so last year was the second year. I think we ended up having 12, 11 or 12 out of state window tinters come to my shop, my little shop in Smithfield. My shop is it's a 2 bay long. So it's 1 bay, big enough to put 2 cars in at one time. Um, oh.
You okay?
I'm good.
Oh no, that's just alarm saying we got to do another giveaway. So
Uh-oh.
I don't want to disturb you, but I'll let you finish up, and then I'll have you pick a number. Why don't you message me a
Okay.
number in the meantime, and then
All right.
last one will be your giveaway because we're almost
So
at the 1 hour anyways.
last year was a really good event. We had, just like this year, window tinters from all over the country were coming. And last year, I can't remember the number. I think it was like 12, 13, or 14 cars we did in one day. Um, and we brought in $5,000 along with just a little over 1,000 toys that we donated. So the money and the toys we donated to Toys for Little Troops. Um, being that Toys for Little Troops has gotten so big, um, they now not only do the military, fire, police, EMS, but now they have started giving those toys out to the local community, to the lower income areas, if that makes sense. So like the kids that have parents, like maybe a single mom who's working 3 jobs and doing everything she can just to keep food on the table and clothes on their back. Now these children can have a little bit better of a Christmas, because Rob, the guy from Toys for Little Troops, he will take the fire truck, or they've got it's an old Pepsi or Coca-Cola truck and trailer that they fill, all the little sliding doors, they fill them with toys, and they'll go to local fire departments and they'll post on their Facebook, hey, look, we're giving away toys on this day. and see like most, so like Toys for Tots and a lot of other like toy nonprofit organizations, they quit giving toys out at a certain time before Christmas, right? They
Mm-hmm.
quit taking them in. They quit taking them in, and then they quit giving them out at a certain time, and it's like a week and a half before Christmas. And you know everybody likes to wait until the last minute. Well, Toys for Little Troops, their thing is they give toys out until Christmas Eve.
Wow, that's beautiful.
They give toys out until Christmas Eve. I've been to that. They have so U.S. Veterans Corps is in Raleigh, Raleigh, North Carolina. They have a very big facility. Last year when I went to take some toys up there, and I also tinted some windows for a guy named Andrew, who is kind of like the head honcho of United States Veteran Corps. It's unreal, absolutely unreal with the amount of toys that they give out every year. It's
Well,
crazy.
I appreciate what you did, man. I want to thank you publicly. Again, this show is all about helping the community, helping each other out. But I saw that, I'm like, dude, I gotta
Yeah.
put you on the stage. I gotta say thank you.
One
I heard it. I thought it was beautiful, man, and you did great numbers. I mean, damn, 1,000 toys
this
and that
that
much
was
money. That was
that
last
was
year.
last year.
So what you had this
Now
year?
this year, oh boy, I might want to plug in my PC. Really quick before my it's plugged in. I don't know why I'm not getting power on my laptop. Anyways,
He's gone.
80.
Dang
No,
it.
oh, I'm here.
You're still here. You're still here. Okay.
I'm still here.
All right. I thought you
I'm
were
still
gone.
here.
All right. Go ahead.
$8,500.
Wow. And plus you overfilled the truck, right? That's what you said
Yes.
on your thing?
Yes. Yes. The truck was filled up with toys.
I'm going to do my best to be there next year, man. I want to
$8,500
already.
So those of you that came that are watching, it's definitely appreciated. If y'all want to be a part of it, you don't have to do like, obviously we want you to go to Center Battles and WFCT and all the other things to do networking, but this is an event that you can also do networking on. Love to have you. I can't pay for your hotel and your flights or travel and stuff like that. However, I will do my best to get you a discount at a hotel that's nearby, that's not super far away. If you need a ride from the airport to the hotel, I'm gladly go pick you up. It's only 35 minutes from my shop.
And he'll feed you.
Yeah. So this year I didn't feed nobody. Eric DeVash tent is they fed everybody on Saturday with a Chick-fil-A.
Awesome stuff.
Every
Well, thank you, Haas.
so
You got that number for us? I want to give away a car.
my bad, bro.
We'll do no, you're good. We'll do Bath and Body Works. Actually, you know what? Forget that. Hold on. I'm gonna do one better.
I messaged it.
You did such a good job right here, guys. This is, man, that's $50. Pick your restaurant. There you go. Haas just send me a number, and guys, go with it in a second when I tell you. All right, we're gonna do it between 1 and 25. 1 and 25, and then I'm gonna answer Corey's question that Corey put up. And Haas is gone. I guess he lost his connection, but anyways, there you go. No, not yet. As soon as I see it, Jeremy Davis. There you go, man. Jeremy Davis got it. All right, Jeremy. Send me your information, guys. Who won? Send me your information. We're going to do a question from Corey. If I borrow a small amount, like 1,000 from my bank, will it raise my credit score? If I pay it off faster, will it go up more? So depending on how you borrow it, are you going to take a personal loan? Are you going to get a credit card? Are you going to do a equity loan? What are you doing? Your local banks are usually the best places to go for that kind of stuff. They may not always have the best rates, but if you go into like a credit union and stuff, those are the ones to kind of go and see what kind of benefits you go. But any kind of reporting credit or any kind of history that you can build up, especially if you're struggling on credit, yes, go for it. If you got 1,000, let's say you got a loan and it's $1,000 loan and they give you 12 months or 18 months and you paid off in 6 months, yeah, it's gonna look great on you that you paid off quicker. In fact, then you can reborrow again with a higher amount because they see that you did a great job paying that back off. You paid your loan off earlier. I mentioned this at an earlier stream that my house payment, I'd like to be advanced on that. I try to pay that in a month or two or sometime three ahead because I want to make sure that for whatever reason I don't have any delay on that. I want to take full advantage of that. So yes, that will help your credit. Again, it depends on your credit. If you want to, Corey, call me and discuss this. I am available, guys. I want to put myself out there that you guys, if you haven't friended me, friend me. As long as you've got a real Facebook account, I'll accept your friendship. If you ever want to reach out to me, and as long as I'm available, we will talk. We can discuss. And if you guys want to share on live, we'll share on live. But if you guys got issues, anything I can help you guys out with, I am more than happy to do that. We're kind of running towards the end of our things, but one of the things I did want to share also about tender battles, like Haas said, go to it. But this is another thing that they're offering. They got a league of tenders, man. That is freaking awesome. They've got a dozen tenters that's going to be teaching tint and PPF. So if you don't know one or the other, this is a great way to take advantage of it. Some of the guys that they've already posted, they're going to post the rest of them. You may know some of these guys. If you don't know, this is a great opportunity to learn from. So I'm an Expel guy, but I'm looking forward to learning from the other guys like 3M, Autobahn, Lumar. I want to see what they can teach us. For the first time ever, they got a female tenter that's also going to be a judge. So I think this is a great, again, opportunity for networking. This is so far what they've released. Mike Norg, I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know him. He's got the autofilm mastery course as well. So he's going to be doing that as well as training PPF. So guys, check that stuff out. If you are going there, I'll meet you there. If you're not going on there, there's still time for you to get your tickets and be there. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying this because I think this is something that will help you in your business. Haas says, thank you. No, brother, thank you. Appreciate you coming on. Haas says, PC died, that's why. So, personal loan, yes, Corey, if it's a personal loan, take it, brother. See what the terms are. One other thing I want to share with you guys, and we'll touch base on this next week, but what I do want to touch base on is this because we talked about building and starting credit. All right, here we go. So, Bank of America. I don't like Bank of America, honestly, but that's my personal thing. But they are a great institution and they're everywhere, but they have a pretty good options on starting or building credit. When you guys are doing these cards, don't just apply for any card, man. Look at what the benefits are and go for that. The tips and tricks on this one here, for example, the reason I like Bank of America for a starter or rebuilder is that they will let you have a card. It's a secure card, but you can have a secure card that can go all the way up to $5,000. This part right here, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse on there, but the security deposit between $200 to $5,000. The difference between a person that starts their credit with a $200 and a $5,000 card is the guy that's going to start out with the $5,000. He's probably going to have a credit card that's going to be, I don't know, at least $5,000 by the end of the year or more. And his credit score is going to be probably in the 700 something. Where the person that starts off in the 200, at the max, they'll probably have $400 or $500 credit limit at the end of the year after 12 months. And their credit score is probably still going to be in the high, maybe depending on how they are, in the high 600s. Okay, so there's a big difference on how you started and where you start off. We'll touch more on this next week because we're already over our hour. I appreciate everybody coming on. I wish you guys all happy holidays, and we will do another one. We'll continue on this one here next week. We'll come back right after Christmas. So for everybody that's celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas. For other holidays, Happy Holidays to everybody. For guys that's got just time with family, guys, enjoy your time with your family. Give your family time. Shout out to Jason for giving me this shirt. I won this off his show. Check him out as well. Uh, that's Tint Dude 3. Is his brand is Tinter. He had a post about that on Facebook. That's why I wore this. I just want to put him out there, give him a shout out. Anyway, guys, good night. Happy holidays. We'll see you guys all on the next one. Thank you so much for joining, and